Thailand's diverse ecosystems harbor a rich variety of flora and fauna. Biodiversity hotspots in Thailand are regions with exceptionally high concentrations of indigenous species. Less visited regions of Thailand often contain unique and undiscovered species. Pristine beaches and coral reefs are showcased as hidden gems due to their isolation. These coastal areas are defined by their relative isolation and unspoiled nature. The unspoiled nature of these locations contributes to their unique ecological value. Ecotourism in specific regions has experienced a measurable increase over the past decade. Statistical data quantifies the growth of ecotourism in these regions over a 10-year period. The increase in ecotourism can be visualized using statistical data from the past decade. Ecotourism emphasizes activities such as hiking, promoting a connection with nature. Birdwatching is a key ecotourism activity, fostering appreciation for biodiversity. Snorkeling allows ecotourists to explore and appreciate underwater ecosystems. Ecotourism is defined as travel designed to minimize environmental impact. Ecotourism also supports local communities through economic and social initiatives. The goal of ecotourism is to combine responsible travel with conservation and community development. Increased foot traffic on forest trails leads to soil erosion. Soil erosion damages the root systems of plants, destabilizing the surrounding vegetation. Vegetation damage is a direct consequence of increased foot traffic and soil compaction. Increased tourism leads to the accumulation of litter and waste on beaches. Waste accumulation negatively impacts the surrounding environment and marine ecosystems. Visualizing the volume of waste illustrates the scale of the pollution problem. Snorkeling and diving activities can cause physical damage to fragile coral reef ecosystems. Direct contact, such as touching or kicking corals, leads to coral breakage and tissue damage. Sunscreen chemicals released by swimmers contribute to coral bleaching and overall reef pollution. Increased human presence disrupts established wildlife behavioral patterns. Habitat fragmentation due to human activities leads to reduced biodiversity and ecosystem health. Wildlife displacement results from habitat loss, increasing competition and stress among animal populations. Noise pollution from tourism can significantly impact local animal populations. Increased noise levels can disrupt animal communication, foraging, and reproductive behaviors. Simulations help predict and mitigate the ecological effects of tourism-related noise pollution. Increased tourism leads to higher demand for essential resources within the local community. Local infrastructure experiences strain due to the influx of tourists and their resource consumption. Water and energy resources are significantly impacted, affecting the sustainability of the local community. Waste generation in ecotourism destinations is increasing. Improper waste disposal poses a significant threat to the environment in ecotourism areas. Data visualizations highlight the urgent need for improved waste management strategies in ecotourism. The construction of new hotels and resorts is driven by increasing tourist numbers. Habitat loss is a direct consequence of expanding hotel and resort construction. Construction sites visually represent the conflict between tourism development and environmental preservation. Ecotourism's economic benefits are often unevenly distributed, disproportionately favoring large corporations. Large corporations capture a significant portion of ecotourism revenue, limiting economic opportunities for local communities. This imbalance can hinder sustainable development and exacerbate economic disparities within ecotourism destinations. High demand for souvenirs can drive unsustainable harvesting of natural resources. Unsustainable harvesting disrupts ecosystems and depletes natural resources. Sustainable alternatives and responsible sourcing are crucial for preserving natural resources. A lack of awareness among tourists can lead to irresponsible environmental practices. Irresponsible tourism can negatively impact ecosystems and local communities. Education and awareness campaigns are crucial for promoting responsible tourism. Park regulations prohibit feeding wildlife to maintain natural animal behaviors and prevent ecological imbalances. Designated trails are established to protect fragile ecosystems and minimize human impact on the environment. Violating park regulations can lead to habitat degradation and disruption of local wildlife populations. Thailand's environmental protection policies and regulations aim to safeguard natural resources and public health. Enforcement of environmental policies in Thailand faces challenges due to limited resources and complex governance structures. Effective environmental protection requires collaboration between government agencies, local communities, and international organizations. Reforestation projects aim to restore habitats damaged by tourism development. Habitat loss due to tourism infrastructure leads to decreased biodiversity and ecosystem imbalance. Reforestation efforts involve planting native tree species to rebuild ecological structures and support local wildlife. Improved waste management systems aim to reduce pollution in tourist areas. Effective waste sorting and recycling processes are crucial for minimizing environmental impact. Waste-to-energy technologies convert non-recyclable waste into usable energy, reducing landfill volume. Community-based tourism empowers local residents to manage tourism resources. These initiatives ensure sustainable tourism practices that benefit the local community economically. Sustainable community-based tourism fosters cultural preservation and environmental protection. Sustainable tourism aims to minimize environmental impact. Sustainable tourism respects and preserves local culture and heritage. Sustainable tourism supports local economies through fair trade and community involvement. Eco-friendly accommodations minimize carbon footprint through sustainable design and construction. Conservation efforts are promoted through responsible waste management and water recycling systems. Renewable energy sources and locally sourced materials reduce environmental impact and support local communities. Tourists can minimize environmental impact by using reusable water bottles. Avoiding single-use plastics is a key practice for environmentally responsible tourism. Adopting sustainable practices helps preserve natural resources and ecosystems in tourist destinations. Ecotourism certification programs ensure tourism operators adhere to sustainable practices. These programs assess and validate the environmental and social responsibility of tourism businesses. Certification helps travelers identify and support tourism options that minimize environmental impact and maximize community benefits. Guided tours led by knowledgeable locals are crucial for educating tourists. Local guides provide valuable insights into the environment and culture of a region. These tours emphasize the importance of environmental and cultural awareness among tourists. Mobile apps can provide tourists with information on the sustainable tourism options. Technology enhances access to eco-friendly travel choices for informed decision-making. Interactive displays promote sustainable tourism by showcasing eco-friendly activities and responsible travel practices. Tourism management strategies have long-term environmental and economic impacts that require careful analysis. Environmental impacts of tourism can include resource depletion, pollution, and habitat destruction. Economic impacts of tourism can range from job creation and revenue generation to increased costs and economic instability. Community-led cleanup efforts focus on removing litter and debris from beaches and coastal areas. Cleanup initiatives help to restore the natural beauty of coastal environments and protect marine life. Visualizing the positive impact of community involvement in maintaining clean and healthy coastal ecosystems. Educational workshops aim to promote sustainable tourism practices within local communities. These workshops provide practical training on environmental conservation methods. Community engagement is crucial for the long-term success of sustainable tourism and conservation initiatives. Sustainable agriculture reduces the environmental impact of food production, promoting ecological balance. Practices such as reduced tillage and cover cropping enhance soil health and minimize erosion. Sustainable methods support local tourism by providing fresh, environmentally friendly food options. Strengthening environmental regulations is crucial for protecting natural resources and ecosystems. Policy recommendations should promote sustainable tourism development to minimize environmental impact. Effective environmental regulations and sustainable tourism policies require collaborative efforts from government, businesses, and communities, clear and informative signage guides, tourists, ecotourism sites. Signage promotes responsible behavior to protect the natural environment. Effective signage enhances the visitor experience and fosters environmental stewardship. Environmental impact assessments are crucial for evaluating potential ecological effects of new tourism projects. The assessment process identifies potential negative impacts on local ecosystems, biodiversity, and natural resources. Mitigation strategies are developed to minimize or offset identified environmental damages from tourism development. Wildlife monitoring programs track the impact of tourism on local animal populations. Monitoring programs collect data on animal behavior, population size, and habitat use. Analysis of collected data informs conservation strategies and sustainable tourism practices. The carbon footprint of tourism activities can be calculated by assessing energy consumption, transportation methods, and waste generation. Key factors influencing a tourism activity's carbon footprint include travel distance, accommodation type, and local resource usage. Reducing the carbon footprint of tourism involves adopting sustainable practices such as using renewable energy, minimizing waste, and supporting local economies. Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity, providing a renewable energy source for tourism facilities. Renewable energy sources reduce the carbon footprint of tourism. Promoting sustainable practices. Integrating solar power into tourism infrastructure ensures a reliable and environmentally friendly energy supply. Low-flow showerheads and faucet aerators reduce water usage without sacrificing water pressure. Implementing a linen reuse program encourages guests to use towels and sheets for multiple days. Decreasing laundry frequency. Dual-flush toilets offer options for liquid or solid waste, significantly lowering water consumption per flush. Community-based conservation protects natural resources through local involvement and management. Sustainable livelihoods are promoted by integrating conservation practices with economic activities. Effective conservation initiatives require collaborative partnerships between communities, governments, and organizations. Tourism revenue distribution mechanisms ensure local communities benefit economically from tourism activities. Effective revenue allocation supports conservation efforts, preserving natural and cultural resources for sustainable tourism. Transparent and accountable systems are crucial for tracking and managing tourism revenue distribution. Ecosystem restoration aims to reverse degradation and enhance biodiversity. Restoring mangrove forests increases coastal resilience against storms and erosion. Successful restoration projects require community involvement and long-term monitoring. Sustainable souvenirs are crafted using locally sourced, eco-friendly materials to minimize environmental impact. Production processes emphasize waste reduction and energy efficiency to promote environmental responsibility. The use of eco-friendly materials ensures the souvenirs are biodegradable or easily recyclable, reducing long-term waste. Waste segregation programs in tourist areas aim to separate recyclable materials from general waste. Effective waste segregation reduces environmental impact and promotes sustainable tourism practices. Recycling programs convert segregated waste into new products. Closing the loop in resource management, tourist feedback mechanisms, collect visitor experiences and suggestions for service improvement. Feedback can be gathered through digital surveys, physical comment cards, and interactive kiosks. Collected feedback is analyzed to identify areas for improvement in tourist services and facilities. Park regulations are enforced to prevent illegal activities within protected areas. Enforcement aims to protect natural resources and maintain the ecological integrity of the area. Monitoring systems and ranger patrols are key components of protected area enforcement. Electric vehicles provide a sustainable transportation option for tourists. Bicycles offer an eco-friendly and healthy way for tourists to explore local areas. Sustainable transportation reduces carbon footprint and promotes environmental preservation in tourist destinations. Preserving local cultural traditions is essential for maintaining community identity and heritage. Increased tourism can pose challenges to the sustainability of local cultural practices. Community-led initiatives are crucial for promoting and safeguarding local cultural traditions against external influences. Diversifying local economies reduces over-reliance on single industries like tourism, promoting economic stability. Economic diversification fosters resilience against industry-specific downturns and external economic shocks. Supporting multiple sectors creates more job opportunities and broadens the skill base within the local workforce. Long-term sustainability planning is essential for preserving Thailand's natural hidden gems. Effective sustainability strategies ensure the continued health and resilience of unique ecosystems. Proactive planning safeguards Thailand's natural heritage for future generations. Thailand's natural beauty underscores the need for responsible tourism. Responsible tourism practices are essential for preserving Thailand's natural treasures. Preserving Thailand's natural heritage ensures its availability for future generations. If you enjoy our journey, please like and subscribe to our channel. And if you like our content and want to support me, you are welcome to buy me a coffee. The link is in the description box below.